तो हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू मैथ स्टेशन। अ, मैं एक प्लेलिस्ट बना रहा हूँ जिसमें एफवाईबीकॉम का मैथ्स एंड स्टेट पोर्शन पूरा सिलेबस होगा फॉर सेमेस्टर 1 एटलीस्ट। ओके, तो शेयर जो टॉपिक है उसका मैंने ऑलरेडी वीडियो अपलोड कर चुका हूँ। नाउ द रिमेनिंग टॉपिक इज म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड परमुटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन। तो टुडे आई विल स्टार्ट विथ म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड प्लीज इफ यू like this video, you learn something from this, please subscribe to my channel and share to your friends. Fine. So, what is mutual fund? So, mutual fund is also is a way of investing your money. So, what is different between share and mutual fund? So, suppose I have this 1,000 rupees. Okay, I have this 1,000 rupees. I can invest it. I can invest this into shares, or I can invest this into mutual fund. Okay, तो डिफरेंस क्या है? अभी जैसे स्टॉक मार्केट में अगर मैं शेयर में इन्वेस्ट करता हूँ, तो फिर मुझे उतना कंप्लीट फाइनेंशियल नॉलेज नहीं है, करेक्ट? सो मैं उतना एनालिसिस नहीं करूँगा जितना एक प्रोफेशनल करेगा। तो मैं जाके किसी भी एक कंपनी में स्टॉक उसका शेयर खरीद लूँगा विदाउट एनी एनालिसिस ऑफ दैट हाउ मच शेयर विल गो अप और डाउन। ओके, सो यहाँ पे रिस्क ज़्यादा है मेरा। लेकिन अगर मैं यही 1,000 रुपीज़ एक म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्ट करता हूँ, तो यहाँ पे एक प्रोफेशनल बैठता है जो अपने मनी का टेक केयर करता है। तो वो लोग म्यूचुअल फंड्स वाले ये पैसा बहुत जगह लगाते हैं, जैसे स्टॉक्स में लगाएँगे, डेब्ट्स मार्केट में लगाएँगे, ओके, ऑप्शन एनीवेयर। तो दे विल इन्वेस्ट all their money over there. The thing is, your money will be managed by a professional, okay, not by a new person. So here the risk is slightly less as compared to investing by yourself. Okay. So what is mutual fund? An investor can invest money directly in shares, or he can invest his money through mutual funds. Mutual funds are managed by large financial services with a professional team of fund managers and research experts. Mutual fund is a pool of money drawn from the investor. The amount collected is invested in different portfolios of securities by the fund managers, and the profit proportional to the investment are passed back to the okay. तो ये म्यूचुअल फंड्स वाले करेंगे क्या? ये ऐसे ही 1000 लोग से ऐसा 1000 रुपया लेंगे, जो मनी आएगा वो डिफरेंट डिफरेंट मार्केट्स में इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, और जो भी प्रॉफिट होगा उसका प्रोपोर्शनेट ये लोग को वापस प्रॉफिट देंगे। ओके, फाइन। So what is the concept of mutual fund? So many investors with common financial objectives pool their money. Investor on a proportionate basis get mutual fund units, okay, जिसको हम लोग नेट एसेट वैल्यू बोलते हैं, एवी एसेट वैल्यू, or the sum contributed to the pool. The money collected from investor is invested into shares, debentures, and other security by the fund manager. The fund manager realizes gains or losses. Mutual funds are subject to market risk. ये तो सुना ही होगा एड में। And collects dividend or interest income. Any capital gains or losses from such investment are passed on to the investor in proportion of the number of units held by them. Okay, fine. What are the type of mutual funds? There are two types: closed-ended funds and open-ended funds. What is closed-ended mutual funds? These are offered with a fixed date, okay, a fixed date of maturity, and can be purchased from mutual fund companies during a specific period. The investor can get the amount after expiry date of the funds. If an investor want to exit before the maturity date, he can sell the units on the stock exchange at a discount or through a buyback option by the fund. That means यहाँ पे क्या होता है, फिक्स डेट ऑफ मैच्योरिटी रहता है और आप किसी स्पेसिफिक पीरियड में ही खरीद सकते हैं। What is open-ended funds? These have no fixed date of maturity, and the units can be sold or repurchased at any time. The number of units and its capital changes daily. Fine. So these are the two types of mutual fund. Now, net asset value. So what is net asset value? A mutual fund price per share or unit is called net asset value. All mutual funds buy and sell orders are processed at the net asset value of the trade debt. Net asset value may represent the value of the total equity. Suppose this is a mutual fund. Okay, I have this 1,000 rupees. Now I go to these mutual funds and suppose this is Motilal Oswal mutual fund. Okay, so I go to this mutual fund with this 1,000 rupees and I asked the manager that I want to buy your mutual funds, and he will tell me that today's net asset value is 50 rupees. Okay, so I will agree. Okay, then so he will tell me that by 1 unit of mutual fund, that is net asset value is 50 rupees. Then how much unit I can buy with this 1,000 rupees? So 1 unit is what? 50 rupees. Then by 1,000 rupees, I can buy 1,000 by 50, 20 units. Correct? So with this 1,000 rupees, I can buy 20 units of mutual. So any trading of mutual funds occur in terms of net asset value. Okay, you can buy or sell net asset value. You can buy or sell mutual funds on the basis of net asset value. Fine. So in this mutual fund, there is a person called fund manager, and there are employees of this mutual fund houses. So of course, they will not do they will not give their services in free. They will ask some charges. Like in the share markets, there were charges called brokerage. Similarly, here is a charges called entry load and exit load. So in mutual fund, some asset management companies have sale charges or loads on their funds, that is entry load and exit load, to compensate for distribution cost. So entry load is charged at the time an investor purchase the units. तो अभी जैसे अभी यहाँ पे मैं 1,000 रुपीज़ के साथ गया और ये म्यूचुअल फंड वाला बोलता है कि भाई जो एंट्री लोड है वो 1% है। ओके, तो अगर एंट्री लोड 1% हुआ तो जो मेरा परचेस प्राइस, तो जो मेरा परचेस प्राइस हो जाएगा, परचेस प्राइस ऑफ 1 unit ऑफ म्यूचुअल फंड इज इक्वल टू नेट एसेट वैल्यू ऑफ 1 unit, नेट एसेट वैल्यू ऑफ 1 unit प्लस एंट्री लोड। Okay, so when you are going to buy mutual funds, you have to add entry load. So what is the net asset value for that day? 50 rupees. And what is the entry load? 1%. 1% of what? 1% of net asset value. So entry load is 1% of net asset value, that is 50 rupees. So this is 50 and this is 1% of 50 is what? 0.5. So this is equal to 50.5. So with this 1,000 rupees, the number of units I can buy, number of units will become amount invested by purchase price of 1 unit of mutual fund. So what is amount I have? 1,000 rupees. What is the purchase price? 50.5. And by using calculator, just a minute. So what is this? 1,000 divided by 50.5. So I can buy 19.80 units of mutual funds. So earlier when there was no entry load, I can buy 20 units of mutual funds, but now I can buy 19.80 units. To understand the concept, what is the entry load and what is exit load? So entry load is what? When you are going to buy the mutual funds, you have to pay some cost, and that cost will be based on the net asset value. Similarly, when you are going to sell the mutual funds, you have to deduct the exit load by net asset value. So, suppose if this is the same, and I'm doing it here. Suppose exit load is 1%, and you are going to sell the mutual fund. Your net asset value is 50 rupees. So, what will be the selling price of mutual fund? So, selling price of one unit will be net asset value minus exit load. Net asset value is what? 50 rupees minus exit load is what? 1%. 1% of what? Net asset value. Okay, so keep in mind entry load and exit load is based on the net asset value. 1% of 50. So 50 minus zero point 0.5 equal to 49.5. So you have 1 unit of mutual fund and you go to the Motilal Oswal and you tell him that I want to sell this mutual fund. So अगर नेट एसेट वैल्यू का प्राइस 50 होगा तो वो अपना एग्जिट लोड डिडक्ट करने के बाद आपको 49.5 रुपीस मिले. Okay, so this is the concept of entry load and exit load. Now we will move on to the problems. Just wait a minute. Fine. So Mr. Raj invested 90,000 rupees in Tata Mutual Fund with net asset value of rupees 150. If there is no entry load, find how many units he bought. So amount invested is 90,000. Net asset value is 150 rupees. You want to find out how many units he bought. So you have the formula number of units equal to amount invested divided by purchase price of one unit of mutual fund. Okay. So here, since there was no entry load here, so my purchase price will become net asset value. Okay. So amount invested is what? 90,000 divided by purchase price is nothing but net asset value, since there is no concept of entry load here. So 150. So this will become 600 units. Okay. So by investing 90,000 rupees and net asset value of 150 rupees, you can buy 600 unit of mutual fund. Suppose if I will say that here your entry load is 10%. एंट्री लोड इतना नहीं होता है, लेकिन एक फॉर एग्जांपल अगर एंट्री लोड 10% होता तो क्या होता? तो purchase price of one unit will be equal to net asset value plus entry load. करेक्ट. सो नेट एसेट वैल्यू कितना है? 150 प्लस एंट्री लोड कितना है? 10% ऑफ नेट एसेट वैल्यू, दैट इज 150. तो 150 प्लस 10% ऑफ 150 कितना होगा? 15. तो दिस विल बी इक्वल टू 165. तो अब अगर हम लोग को पूछे कि कितना यूनिट्स बाय कर सकते हैं, तो नंबर ऑफ यूनिट्स विल बी 90,000 divided by 165. This will be, let me use calci, 90,000 divided by 165. So this will be 545.45. Okay. So earlier, when there was no entry load, we can buy 600 units. But when there is a 10% entry load, we can buy only 545 units. Fine. So let's go to the next question. Mrs. Neelu invests rupees 65,000 in XYZ mutual fund where net asset value of rupees 98. How many units she bought if entry load is 2%? So same question as above. So find out purchase price of one unit mutual fund is equal to net asset value plus entry load. So net asset value is what? 98 plus entry load is what? 2% of net asset value, which is 98. So 98 plus 2 by 100 of 98. So this is 98 plus 90 90 180 and 8 60 196 by 100. So this is 98 plus 1.96, which is equal to 99.96. So what you have to find out how many units. So number of units is equal to amount invested by purchase price. Amount invested is what? 65,000. 65,000 divided by 99.96. So, so this will be 650.26. Okay. So these are the number of units. Fine. Okay. So remaining question we will do in the next lecture. So if you learn something from this video, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So thank you very much.